Oh, is it your balls clapping? What the fuck?
That was his cheeks clapping, actually. he threw it back for us.
Bro, I haven't done like this, though.
With that, welcome back to the Compel Reality Podcast.
Welcome back. Don't mind me, I just got a cup of coffee here.
We have our guest, Demo Akuro, right? Demo Akuro? Demo. God, I'm so sorry. He said it, and so I keep fucking thinking it now. I knew I had it right the first time, because you said Demo, fucker.
Yeah, I sure did.
God damn it.
Sorry, I fucked you
Demo Akuro. There we go. Demo Akuro VR. God.
Demo Akuro.
I hate you so much. I hate you so much, bro.
Welcome. Thanks for joining us, bro.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming by.
It's my first ever VR podcast. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah,
I've been googling like how to be a good podcast guest.
We're not even
professional,
way too
bro.
Casual for that shit. We just basically just hang out and shoot the shit.
And then it was like, oh, make sure you watch a few episodes. I was watching a few episodes. I was like, these guys don't give a fuck.
Yeah, we don't give two shits, bro.
We don't care.
So, before we dive any further, you want to describe what you do and what kind of content you make?
Yeah, sure. So I make cinematic content normally based around Blade and Sorcery. So it could be like combat videos, storytelling videos, and I kind of test out different mods. I do different IPs. So I might make a Metal Gear video one time, or I might do something more passion oriented. So right now I'm trying to build out a cinematic universe with Blade and Sorcery. So that's how some of my content, cinematic VR.
Oh yeah, that sounds fucking badass.
Yeah.
And would have been like what would have been really like the biggest, because dude, your editing is like unfucking believable. Like actually insane.
The cinematic value is phenomenal. Like,
yeah. Like I just think about like how fucking nightmarish like the keyframing would be on that shit. I'm sure by now you've probably got it down to like almost a science, but what has been like the biggest hurdle towards like actually getting your shit, like getting to the point where you are now, where like you can edit everything the way you want it to, and like because like dude, your hand-eye coordination in VR is astounding.
Dude.
Like I'm just like, dude, it would take me like 40 fucking tries to do what he probably like. I'm sure you have bloopers and like
for sure.
Yeah, like what's been like the hardest thing to like getting these videos like looking wispy?
So with the editing, I had another gaming channel I started when I was like 13, 14 years old, and I used to make montages and fan trailers on there. Because I've always really loved the way like Assassin's Creed trailers were, and like Transformers trailers and stuff like that. I always found that stuff really badass. So I was like, I want to make stuff like that. So that's where I got a lot of my practice from, and then I started doing like funny montages, and then I stopped for a bit. Discovered a VR, and that really gave me the tools to kind of be a kid again and live out this kid's dream of like, I want to be the hero. I want to like make these really cool movies and ideas that I have in my head. And getting into the editing for that, it felt like I had to like really dust the rust off, but that really felt like that, okay, cool, this is where I'm getting started, because everything was mine. It wasn't like fan trailers where the shots are kind of set out for me and I have to work with that. I could really do what I wanted to do. But doing it in VR, it definitely poses its own challenges, like having to bounce between my keyboard and my headset, you have to do a lot of tricks, I'd say, to sell certain stuff, like when I'm doing flips, or if I'm making it look like an NPC's interacting with me. I'll say the biggest challenge is the process itself, because the way I get a lot of the flashy stuff is I slow it down and I speed it up to make it look like it's a real time. But even then, it can be it's still really hard to execute a lot of videos. Like I uploaded the video that was literally just me killing one guy brutally for like 1 minute. It took me an hour and a half to get that clip. Like even to see the 50 seconds, it took me a very long time to get that clip.
And that's just recording, right? Like not even like including editing, post, all that.
Yeah. And then getting into the editing, because I'll slow it down by however much I need to get a certain clip. Speeding it back up, I don't know about if technically I'm just stupid when getting the frames right. But in the editor, the frames are like 4 FPS, bro. I'm editing like the choppiest shit you will ever see. Like, it's so choppy. I have to like watch each frame and try to. I don't know how it comes out the way it does. Like, I have to watch each frame. It's such an uncomfortable experience, but somehow it gets done. I'll say that's the biggest challenge, just making sure that everything looks right, because I'll have to render the video 4 times to actually see it smoothly, to then see like, okay, cool, this is finished now. So the biggest challenge is definitely just trying to get those clips looking the way I want it to look, because I'm quite a perfectionist with that kind of stuff. Like, I want it to look perfect, and then trying to edit through such like an underperforming footage that I've got, pretty much.
And I gotta say, your stuff seems perfect from like a viewer site, like bystander. Your shit is just
it's
fucking
just
grade A shit, dude. It is phenomenal. It is phenomenal. I am thoroughly glad that Genghis reposted your shit, dude.
Shared,
that shit was crazy, because I was so I just finished uploading the video, and she commented on, it was episode 3 to my series Wolf of Mothergrave, and she put a really nice comment there, and I kind of thought that was the end of it. I was like, oh, that's nice. I looked at her TikTok. She had a 33K on YouTube. I think she has 300,000 plus on TikTok. So I was like, that was like the first like well-established TikToker to comment on or content creators to comment on my YouTube. And then I get an email from Gramsy. I was like, whoa, like, the podcast? I feel important, you know?
The second I saw it, I showed him the video, and he was like, yeah, dude, I seen that. And we were legit like typing back and forth. We're like, dude, this is fucking amazing. Like, holy shit, we gotta have this guy on the podcast.
That was so sick. So straight away I looked you guys up, I joined the Discord, and then I just asked you, like, okay, so how did you even discover the video? You know, oh yeah, I just saw it from King's tweet. I was like, tweet? Wait, what? Because I didn't use Twitter. So straight away, like, I got it. I saw she reposted it, everyone's commented on it. I'm like, shit, okay. And then obviously we wanted to reschedule the podcast, and he said, oh, we actually can't do it on Saturday because you got this event. I'm like, hey, why don't you come along? So I came along, I met everyone, and then since then stuff has just been like kicking off. Like, I've met the coolest fucking people. Dude. Everyone's been super supportive, like everyone's bouncing off each other, and Genghis is the one that really like got me into that scene to actually merge with that community and everything. So I owe a lot to her. I really respect her for that.
She's an awesome person. I talk to her almost every day nowadays. She's an awesome person.
Dude, the whole VR community as a whole, like,
dude,
it's just chill caring people, humble people. It's really I don't think there's like a community like it, really. I think online, like, I've just never experienced people quite like this before.
Yeah, like, everyone's super supportive. I mean, we can talk about the whole
the fucking the one fucking asshole. Yes, please, let's talk about this bullshit, please. So all right, so for context, if you don't follow any of us on Twitter, I was scrolling through TikTok, and I'm just minding my own business, and I see Akuros video on there, and I thought it was yours, right? I didn't look at the profile picture or anything. I was like, yo, hell yeah, more shit, fuck yeah. And then I'm like, wait, that's not the right fucking name. Look at the fucking title down the at, right, for TikTok. I was like, that's not fucking right. What the fuck is this shit? I know who the fucking person who made this shit is. This is not fucking you, asshole. Nope. And I looked in the comments to see if there was any credit given or anything, because, you know, if there's credit given in the comments, which it's fine, right? But no, nothing. Not one fucking piece of credit at all. So I fucking I screenshotted it, posted it to Twitter, added Akuro on there, and then like a bunch of other content creators like went to TikTok to bash this dude for not giving credit. And he fucking blocked us all. Like, what the fuck?
He just started and deleting people, basically.
From my perspective, like, so that's happened. There's one other time where that's happened, and I'm good friends with this guy now. He was a fan of my content and pretty much comments on everything I do now. And he just tagged this. It was one of his friends or something that re-uploaded my content. I was pretending it was his, and then I kind of confronted him about it. I put in the comments like, "Yo, like, this is my content. Like, credit me." And the guy was like, oh no, like, you know, I was planning on credit you, I just forgot. But I was like, shut the fuck up, like, that's some bullshit, right? So that was the first time. And then when you sent yours through, that was crazy, because that other video was the first video that I came across was on like 100 views. So I was like, cool, whatever. This one had 40K on TikTok. Like, I'm trying to grow, you know. I'm a small creator, so there was a lot of views. and I was looking at his content. I was thinking like this guy doesn't look like he posts like this is any of his original content.
It was
Yeah,
all
I'm looking at
DMC
none of it.
content. It was all
None of it was
DMC
Yeah,
content.
yeah,
original, yeah.
exactly. And then I look at the comments and it's saying, "Oh, like I would love if there was a Virgil video,
Right.
or stuff." And I'm like, I got this. Like, it's on my channel, you know.
It's like it's already done. He's right there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I'm commenting, and I think TikTok's delete my comments, and I try to report, like put a form in, but I can't because the email that I've signed up my Demo Akuro VR account with is inactive, so I can't even get into that email right now. So then you post it on Twitter, and like everyone's just like, I check. I was at work at the time. I check it later. I look at the comments. People are just going off. Like I'm like, yo, is this the community I'm in? Is this the community I'm a part of? People are just going off, and that was just really like humbling to see just how everyone just came to my defense and was just like going in on the guy that's trying to get the shit taken down.
See, it was,
Eventually it did get taken down. I think first of all, he was deleting everyone's comments.
Yep.
Right. So he was trying to cover his tracks.
Eating and deleting. I actually
And then,
reported his whole account.
I think the heat was just too much, and then he was like, "Yeah, let me just take that shit."
It was Angelo something. Fuck you.
Yeah, but
Angelo
fuck you.
was,
There you go. There you go.
Crime lord.
Eat shit for stealing content. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Yeah, dude. So like it was me obviously because I reposted it. Joshy Pashi, JP the fucking homie for commenting
JP,
on everybody
homie
else's comments saying, hey, this is not this person's content, all that stuff. JP the motherfucking homie.
Tribal from TikTok, man.
Tribe, yeah. Dude, Genghis was on there too. I saw Genghis as well.
There were a lot of people dogpiling that dude.
Yeah.
And he 100. I'm not the kind of person who's like, hey, we should go like, antagonize this person or whatever.
No, I am 100%.
When you steal content, whole different ball game. Go block them, go report them, like do what you have to do, because like that's straight up stealing someone's livelihood. You know what I mean? Like,
especially when like we've all built this kind of community to be very supportive of one of each other. Like bringing each other up, like looking out for each other, and then you got this fucking dickhead like trying to pull
what I did was like, so I Genghis didn't know about it because I don't think she follows me on Twitter. But I mentioned it to her on Discord, and I was like, "Did you see this?" And she's like, "No, but I'm gonna go do some like comment on it now." And then she said,
"Go fucking check it out now."
And then she said she's gonna talk to her TikTok rep about it. So I was like, "Oh shit!" She's like, "Okay." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. I'm never gonna forget that. That was crazy.
Yeah, dude, that's nuts. And so if anybody steals your fucking content, if you're a content creator and anybody steals your content, okay. And like, especially in the VR space, right? Because everybody in the VR space got your motherfucking back. All right.
Yeah, exactly.
If your shit gets fucking taken from some dickhead, like, and it's genuinely yours, fucking
say something.
Say
Speak
something.
Up.
Say
Tell
something.
Us, like we'll help you try and figure it out. Help support you while you're
us at Compel Reality will fucking help you out. Okay. We'll like I posted it on the Compel Reality Discord and my personal Discord for my own channel, and I got some people to go over there and report it. So
I just reported the whole ass account. I was like, nope, fuck you. You're attempting to impersonate someone.
It's like eat shit, dude. Like, that's not cool at all. That's not fucking cool.
I think as a general PSA, if you're someone who reposts clips, like, it's fine if you give credit, right? If you're giving credit to the original creator and being like, look, this isn't mine, I'm just, trying to give them a little exposure, that's fine. But if you try to take somebody's IP, their hard work, their time, their effort, and pass it off as your own, straight up, you're a piece of shit.
Right. Exactly. It kind of reminded me of an idea I had. So seeing how you repost my content, of course it's annoying when someone doesn't credit you, but if someone's reposts your stuff and credits it, that's awesome, of course, right? And they reach out to you. And I had someone recently that reached out to me on Reddit, and he wants to create like a Blade and Sorcery cinematic, and he wants me to help out with one of the fight scenes. And it was cool timing because I'm trying to start up this film production studio for VR called Akuros Productions. And essentially what I want to do is, as the metaverse is building up, I want to try and be like the first VR video production company.
Yeah.
Because the tech's developing, right? We have no idea where it's going. We're only limited by our imagination. We've seen examples like Black Mirror. I forgot the name of it, but the Netflix interactive episode.
Yeah.
Like we've got a hint. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
I feel like I know what you're talking about. Like I've heard
Right.
about it. I haven't seen it myself, or you know. But
Yeah, so to explain, there's a show called Black Mirror. It's pretty much like an anthology where each episode is a very different story.
It's like technology based, right? It's mainly technology,
exactly.
Yeah,
it's like Twilight. It's like Twilight Zone.
Dystopian.
It's Twilight Zone, but for technology and more modern.
Hi Diesel.
Yeah.
Hi, buddy.
So they released one film, it was like an interactive film, and you could actually change the way the film ended by interacting with the it will give you like choices, like you're playing like a Mass Effect game. And VR, I reckon, with the film industry, I see VR being something that you can interact with the world. Like imagine you just finished watching Ready Player One, and then you could actually go in and experience the world and talk to the actors or whatever, right? So just in case that kind of technology is developed, I want to be at the forefront of that. So I was thinking of maybe doing some kind of system in the future where, cool, I have the video production company where I have some 3D designers there, have some voice actors, but even outsourcing work to other people. So maybe if they have stories that they've had as a kid and they really want to see it come to life, but they don't have the editing skills or the finances to put it together, they can come to us and we can help them do that. You know, I really want to give that value back in that way. So that's kind of something I've been trying to.
That's a really fucking cool idea. I just want to say, like, I think that is exactly the kind of thing, and like you know this because of how many times I've probably said this at this point, but I'm like really trying to beat it in. This is literally the exact type of content and like cultural stuff that we need being like ingrained into VR to give it that next level, like fucking cool factor. You know what I mean? Like that's what's going to draw people in, is when people like see your video and they're like, whoa, this is fucking VR and I've been missing out on this whole time. Exactly. Like that's the kind of shit that's going to be bringing people in and getting more people into VR. Plus it's just fucking dope. Right?
So you should get with Papa Boney then. Because
you and Papa Boney.
Yeah, you and Papa would kick off for sure. Papa does like skits, like film skits and stuff like that. He does like episodes, like he does films, basically short films.
Basically
short films.
VRchat machinima. Much. Basically the same thing you're doing.
And he's a cool person to hang out with too. So we could definitely connect you guys on Discord or whatever.
Yeah, 100%.
I really think you guys would kick it off, because since you guys pretty much do the same thing, but you're more cinematic and he does like more like skits, comedy, scripted stuff like that, right? In terms of like voice acting and stuff too. Like he actually has like a team of actors he tries to like play with and stuff like that. So I really think you guys would kick it off for sure if you're aiming for that kind of stuff, for sure, dude.
Yeah, I could totally see you guys like figuring out a way to like collab or something on something. I think that would be absolutely fucking dope, because you both make amazing content.
Yeah, thanks, man. I think I'd be really dope. I'd love to have a chat with them.
Yeah.
So you're kind of fucking blowing up, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right now, I'm growing pretty fast. Like I was on like maybe like 400 followers on TikTok yesterday. I checked and I think I'm almost on 1,000 now. And I don't know like what
to do. Right. Yeah.
I don't know what's kicked it off. I'm just uploading a lot. You know, some like,
everything.
Yeah, like my close friend, he's like, bro, like, why you put so much effort? Like, you know, we haven't got, like, people are gonna see it. I'm just like, well, I just love doing it, you know. And eventually, you know, if someone comes in the future, whether it's 6 months, 8 months down the line, they have all this content that they can look back at. But yeah, I'm growing really fast. It's been amazing. It's like just seeing all the support, everything that's coming through. I'm just trying to like just keep up that momentum. I don't want to kick my feet back. Like there's so the ideas that I have in my head, I just can't wait to get them down. Like the stuff you're seeing now is like fucking nothing compared to like the shit I want to do in the future. So.
Do you plan on doing like any meme ones? Like I know you did like, I mean, I don't even know if you would consider it a meme like Yakuza, but Yakuza is a pretty good like meme game.
I've done Yakuza. I did a Yakuza VR video like 2 weeks ago. And I've done some like I have like a Google Sheets, and in that I have like 4 sections. So I have montages, I have cinematics, I have something else, and I've got like shits and giggles. And the shits and giggles is literally just jokes. So I've got like a video of like a 100-man
murdering a man for a minute straight,
just
taking his head off and trying to put it back on.
Yeah, I've got a video called "Getting Head in VR." It's literally chopped off your head. I put it into like a bowl and I just start clicking doing some shit. I've got another one where like I did a whole short film called for Jonathan. So Jonathan's the name of this chicken at Blade and Sorcery. So I made a whole film about how this man broke into my house, killed Jonathan, and I just went into his castle and just murdered absolutely everyone. I've got another one.
John Wick version 2.
Yeah, exactly. John Wick chicken, pretty much. Yeah, literally. There's like a whole montage of me and the chicken like dancing and us playing hide and seek and shit. That was fun. Yeah, man, shits and giggles for sure. I'd love to do skits and stuff like that.
I would
plan one. Yeah, I plan one for next week. It's it's cool. I don't know what the name of it is, but I want to do like, so it starts off in a bar and these 4 knights are talking and they're talking about stories and they get onto Akuro. And this guy's like, oh yeah, I reckon I could take Akuro. So the 4 knights pretty much come to visit me, and then I won't spoil the rest, but I want it to be like something like funny where you know, like
bar fight.
Not really a bar fight. Just I want it to be fun. I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah. Because the reason why I asked is like, what if Shrek just playing Smash Mouth, just killing people with Smash Mouth playing in the background.
You know what? People just need to look. When people ask me to make videos, if I like the idea, I literally just do it.
Yeah.
Like this guy, the reason I did the Yakuza videos because one of the guys that comments on my videos all the time has a Yakuza profile picture, so I did it for him. Like, if you want to see some fucking weird shit, I'm down for it.
Dude, because like, I
love the fucking stupid ass Smash Mouth memes where it like starts with just like the first word of the song and then it waits for someone to like get smacked or something or they like fall over and then it plays the rest. Dude, those are fucking, I don't know why, but those just send me. Like Mr. Survivor had one where he was like, he was playing Blade and Sorcery actually, and he was doing the gravity spell to like pull on the NPC's arm, and it just ripped off right when the song started.
Some
fucking sent me, bro. Just sent me,
dude.
Actually, the first that's so interesting because the first video that blew up on Reddit for me was called I called it something else on YouTube, but it was called Rock versus Anything Else, and it's literally me. What's that song from White Chicks? Dun, 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 dun. I know
what you're talking about with Terry Crews.
So I'm beating the living shit out of people with a rock just playing that song. And that shit blew up on Twitter. There's a bit where we're like flying down this tree into the water and I'm just smacking him with the balls. Like, bro, it's crazy. It's a funny video, man. Dude, I'd love to see that shit like that.
Yeah, man, I feel like I really wish Blade and Sorcery had multiplayer, dude. Can you imagine the amount of shit you could do with multiplayer?
There's actually
Blade and Sorcery. Well, there was a mod for it, like in the older versions, right? Yeah. But I don't know if it's still like being supported at all.
No, someone's made a mod for it recently.
Building PvE and PvP into Grimlord.
Shut up.
Sorry. Shameless
self-promoting bitch.
But yeah, no. Someone's actually built a multiplayer mod for the latest update. I think it's a bit buggy right now, but that would be amazing. Like, can you think about the kind of stuff you'd be able to do for cinematic content?
Oh my god!
Even just funny moments. Like, that game would be fucking hilarious.
Can you?
I can imagine YouTube making a funny moment.
Yeah, dude. Have you heard that sound? I think it's on TikTok, but it's like it's always paired with Jujutsu Kaisen for some reason. It's he's never seen it. I don't know if you have. But it's Yuji, Itadori, and Nanami, and they're like fighting one of the fucking what the fuck's his name? The evil spirit motherfucker, the dude with the stitches. Anyway,
I haven't finished it.
But anyway, they're like the sound bites like let him get up, and then just like it's just a whole bunch of like fighting, and it's just like the sound like ends with like the Ed and Eddie like chicken sound bullshit sound bites.
Yeah, they're great. Like you can take it so many places if you had those kind of capabilities. I've been trying to think of other games to like experiment with. I was trying to do Boneworks, but I don't know you guys' opinions on the game, but I can't get into Boneworks, man.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of it?
I
love
like
Boneworks.
I like Boneworks as like the gameplay, but the story is just a no-go.
Yeah, the story is
Yeah, I don't know.
objectively dog shit. I just love Boneworks because it lets me do like pretty much anything I want. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like the physics and like the interactivity. I love that when they made the game, it was just like if you see it in the world, you can interact with
You
it.
can
You can
interact
pick
with
it
it,
up,
yeah.
you can touch it, you can spin it around, you can throw it. Like
Yeah.
everything in that game can be
Is
meaningfully
interactive, yeah.
interacted with.
See, the thing about Boneworks is that like I personally like the medieval magic shit. Like that is like the main thing that's for me, cause like
That's why you love Blade and Sorcery.
yeah, exactly. Theoretically, I could fucking grab a gun and just shoot the fuck out of something in real life, right? But you can't do magic and be like.
You'd rather just brutalize them.
Yeah,
That was the most fucked up analogy ever. That's so funny.
I didn't give any like extra examples.
Today I learned soul.
I mean, in real life, I can shoot people, but I can't do magic.
I mean, like I could totally like give an example, but I feel like I'd get canceled. So
I mean, there is on YouTube right now. There is a clip of Soul and I playing Legendary Tales. Okay, and he picks up a skeleton, literally grabs it by the neck, and hacks every single piece of its body off until he's just holding a torso.
Yeah, that game is for you, man. Blade and Sorcery.
Yeah.
I'm a psychopath, bro. Leave me alone.
Yeah, no, me too.
I mean, clearly your shit's like fucking. I'm gonna cut everything
Demo,
off.
Have you played the Half-Life Alex mods, like the gun?
Yeah, Gunman
mods?
Contracts. I did a video on
dude.
that.
Oh my god, I fucking love that.
That's great. That's great.
Should I reveal
I'm
my
actually-
secret
What?
about what I've been trying to do with Gunman Contracts?
No,
Reveal.
I don't
You know
what
about it.
I literally have no idea. This is the
Bush,
first time I'm hearing about
the song, the
Oh,
one
bullet
fucking
holes.
song.
Yeah.
So I'm fucking. You know what? It's been a fucking pain in the dick and cock balls, everything in my fucking sphincter hole. That I can't fucking contact Bush or anything at all. So in case for context, if you have watched John Wick 3, I believe it's 3. 2 or 3.
No.
The ending song is from Bush. The song is called Bullet Holes. And I've seen several things on Gunman Contracts, and I've been wanting to fucking do a licensed video, a full licensed video, so I can actually
use the song without getting DMCA'd.
Yeah. And then I was gonna act like John Wick in Gunman Contracts with the song playing in the background. That was my whole fucking goal, and I've been trying for weeks, and I've had this idea for almost a year now, but it's just not. I just can't kick it off at all.
I won't say exactly how, but I've got where I can legally get that email for you. Probably if I find the right person. If they're on LinkedIn, I can find it for you. I work in sales, so we specialize in that kind of stuff. We'll find out.
I was surprised because when I saw the one video, you had the APC song in there, and I was like, how did this not get copyright struck? But then I was like, he probably has some kind of way to license it or something.
No, it's claimed.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. Never mind.
I mean, it's not like if they claim it, right? They can't the only thing
they're making the money from it.
Yeah, you can't. You just can't monetize
just get the
it.
ad revenue.
Yeah. So I credit in the description that they take the money for it. Because that's why eventually, when I have enough subscribers, I'd like to do a Patreon. So because there's certain stuff I want to do that I just can't put on YouTube because in the future, obviously, I would have to really think a lot more about that stuff. But right now, I just want full creative control of what I'm doing, and if they claim it, I upload those songs knowing that they're gonna get claimed sometimes, and
That's the thing. Who did we have on the podcast before that we were talking about almost verbatim the same fucking thing? Where when we get in, us as creators, when we have an idea, you know what I mean? We have things that just come to us, right? It's that's part of the creative process, and you get into your head, you have this idea where you're like, oh my god, this song would be literally just perfect for this specific thing, and then you're like, but I can't because I'll get struck or it'll get claimed.
That's
or
exactly why I don't do it.
It is so frustrating.
Because in my head, like, okay, so like I was saying, I come from like a fan trader background. I was doing a lot of montages, fan traders, and sometimes there's just like, so the songs I'd use is normally there's a channel called Trading Music World, right? But then there's some songs that'll get claimed, and there's some songs that'll be copyright free, so it's fine. But when you find a good song, I'm just like, I can't not use this. Like, I don't care about the money, take it. I'll credit you, I'll put a description, I'll do everything. But like, I need to get this piece of art out. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I make music myself as well. So when people use my songs for their projects or whatever, I don't have any claim or anything like that on, because I'm just like, in my head, I'm just thinking,
it's free promotion for one.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Like I get the eyes on from you using it as long as you credit me, and in their case, they're getting the money. So yeah, I'm just kind of like free reign with that until like when I start, get to my 1,000, 4,000 hours watch time, and I partner up and monetize it. Yeah, then I'll start thinking about it. But for now, I just want to make sure I'm creating.
There's only one site I know that allows you to like use song they don't have like a whole like plethora of them, but it's like songs that are mainstream that you can use. You can purchase them for like a license and use them. It's Licked. I don't remember the exact like.
Oh, nice! I had no idea about it.
Yeah, I can send you the link for it. But like I checked before I did this journey of trying to contact Bush. I would check that site almost every day just so I can see if the Bullet Holes is on there. They have almost all their other songs but fucking Bullet Holes, which pisses me off. But anyway, like there's a whole they have for people that like him, XXX Tentacion. He's on there. And you got, there's a whole there's a whole bunch on there. You said what?
Have you heard Gospel?
Yeah, the song from him. Yeah.
So if that's on, I'll definitely got it.
I like some of his music. I didn't like a whole bunch. It's personal preference, right? So yeah. But because I'm a metalhead.
All his fans are gonna come and lynch you,
You said what?
All his fans are gonna come and lynch you, XX fans.
Yeah.
They are too loyal, bro. If you say one bad thing, that like your Twitter is gone.
I know. Well, I'm like, I like there's like I liked Jocelyn Flores. I think that one was.
Oh yeah, that was great.
I like the mellow stuff he did, like that one, and there was Moonlight, some shit like that.
Yeah, he's got some good stuff.
Yeah, he's got some good stuff on there for sure. I'm more of a metalhead though. Like I've grew up listening to rock and shit like that, like 3 Days Grace, fucking Metallica, Megadeth, that kind of shit. And I grew into like death metal, slam. And
it's definitely also
that's like the perfect gaming.
But I listen to pretty much everything. I've been I've been heavy in EDM. Like I've been listening to a shit ton of like dark, like synth punk, like cyberpunk, synthwave type stuff,
like white bat shit,
hard wave and shit. I've just been I don't know why, but like, well, I'm also like, fun fact, I'm also like loosely working on like a sci-fi novel right now, and it's like
holy shit, that's novel. Fucking sick. That's so sick.
So like I'll like listen to the music when I write, and it just fucking, I don't know, something about it just like gets me.
What's the sci-fi novel about?
It's so it's basically about this it's called the Gray Empire, and they choose the color gray because of its
neutrality, maybe
it's neutrality. Basically it's supposed to convey objectivity and logic, but they're kind of fucked up in the way that they do things. They sort of have like an abusive relationship with the citizens of their empire, and they're like this one galactic empire pretty much that controls the entire Milky Way galaxy, and it's like this hodgepodge of humans and all these different alien races. And
you basically
huh?
Karen.
I have a little tidbit on the Compel Reality podcast, like it's just little brief thing that I posted there, just like a snippet, but it's still really early stages. I haven't like written a whole lot. I'm basically just like in my free time I'm doing it. I'm not like working hardcore on it, but it's like so basically like the empire just has this like really abusive relationship where their citizens, where they're always like lying to them and like gaslighting them and fucking doing like really dark skeevy shit. And they keep like, basically it follows this soldier who's like he's like an elite soldier for them, and through the process of like going to these different planets and like fighting for them. He's like slowly putting the pictures together about like all the dark shit that they've done. Like they've like experimented with like you know, like ancient hive mind alien races and like testing on like children and stuff like that to like create super soldiers, just like really dark fucked up shit. But yeah,
creating Spartans.
Huh? Similar, like similar. Like I haven't like figured out the name for it, but I was thinking of something like there's like have you ever played Mass Effect?
Yeah, I fucking love Mass
You know
Effect.
the biotic users? I was thinking something like similar to that, but like not quite the same because you know I don't want to just like blatantly rip off another like IP pretty much.
Yeah, you
So
can
like
make
something
it
similar
better.
to like the Force or like you know something like that where they create these like mind soldiers kind of idea.
That sounds dope. So that's the kind of thing that in the future I'd love to be like, okay, cool, let's make that VR.
Hell yeah, dude! Let's fucking go. I would love that.
So,
That'd be fucking
like,
dope.
you know, if with a game or whatever, like some kind of engine or working with developers, they have those kind of utilities. That's the kind of thing I'd be like, okay, cool, let's take the next 2 years, however long it will take to like create this production, because that sounds cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't even know you were making a novel. This is the first time hearing it. You've been hiding this from me?
No, it's kind of more recent. So like I have basically it's like right now it's a collaborative story. So I'm like working on it with one of my friends, and and basically then once like the whole thing is concluded, then I'm gonna kind of like try and piece together everything that we've come up with.
Dude,
and, yeah.
I had one too, man. I mean, obviously mine's a completely different type of story than yours, but I've had like I have like 15 chapters written. I just don't publish it. I stopped publishing it. I had it like on Wattpad or whatever the fuck.
You should go back and start writing it again, dude.
I mean,
well, you don't really.
I mean, like I would totally like love to pick up the fucking where I left off, but like, dude, I have no time.
What you more actually, yeah. So Soul were on Discord, and this guy like because he changed his profile picture. It's a really awesome profile picture. I'm like, yeah, cool profile pic. And then
I call it Giga Chad Soul.
So I send over.
This looks like Giga Chad Soul.
I'm like, I send over some like figure drawings. I'm like, yeah, you know, I'll do some little drawing in my free time. Anyway, I'll chat you later. As soon as I say that, my guy just sent through like 4 photos, like some 8K, like next painted, light foundation, everything just perfect. I'm like, wait, relax, like I did not expect this kind of shit.
I just love painting, bro.
Crazy
dude,
stuff,
he's
bro.
such a good fucking. He claims that he's dog shit, but he's like legit one of the.
Yeah, and I don't say
I've
that,
ever seen.
You need to post that shit.
Man. I don't know. I feel like self-conscious when I show my art. To be honest, like.
Yeah, no, I get that.
I feel it.
I love painting, but the fact of like posting it, right? I don't know. It's just like.
Yeah, I get you. I feel that way. With no,
no, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I said I feel that way with my videos sometimes actually, because
yeah, exactly.
A lot of the times when I post something, I don't actually like it like at first, but then like I'll say like 80% of the time I upload something like I'm not sure if it's that good, you know, and then like I'll let some time go by, I'll kind of see what the reception is, and then it will grow on me that I grow to really like it. So it's kind of like I feel like just as creators we have that. We just, I think that's a good thing, you know, because you're self-critical of your work. Obviously, you have to be to a healthy point, but I think that's very natural, you know, to when you're worried about kind of putting stuff out there. Yeah, but on the topic of stories, I could talk a little bit about what Wolf of Mothergrave is and kind of what.
Yeah, I
dude,
saw that.
I would absolutely love to hear about that because I remember you telling me that you were trying to like basically develop like a pretty much like a cinematic universe, right? Like it's not just one story; it's going to be like a series.
Multiple.
I guess in a way, right? Like similar to MCU, right? Where
no, exactly that.
It's not just one story; it's like a world with a bunch of like plots and subplots within it, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, Wolf of Mothergrave was meant to be. It's going to have multiple seasons, but that will be the main like show, right? That'll be the main series. But then within that, as you start getting introduced to new characters. You'll have different spin-off series to flesh them out, give some backstory,
right.
Go into more characters. And wait, hold on, I just lost my
my man's just started meditating.
Yeah, no, I just get so into it when I just start talking about it. But yeah, no, so the story, I got the idea definitely from the MCU just because I just loved. I mean, I fucking hate Phase 4. We can talk about that later on, but they did an amazing job of really building out the story and interlinking it together.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I'd love to do that with VR, like Blade and Sorcery and the mod capabilities. You can almost do anything, right? So I started Wolf of Mothergrave, and I'm still kind of fleshing out the story. But I want to finish my first season, and the story is essentially there is a clan called the Akuros, you see in the first episode, and they used to rule the colony of Mudgrave, right? So that's a town. They used to pretty much be the first civilization, right? But then humans came along, took over, and they got put into the back burner. But they've kind of come back to take back what they reclaimed. And they have a king, and in the second episode, I haven't flushed out yet. You'll see it more in the fourth one, but you get introduced to the mage, and in the Isserus, they have a clan called the Trinity of the Isserus, and there's three main people in that leadership to the king. And essentially what their goal is to feed the king with the strongest people on this new world to pretty much strengthen him so he can come back and take it back over again. So there's little bits and bobs here that I've kind of planted through the last few episodes that seem unimportant, but they come back full circle later on. And I've fleshed it out to such a point where I know how it's going to end. I know the plot twist. I kind of know the other characters. I've told my friends, like, what the story is going to be about. But of course, I don't want to spoil it for everyone right here.
Right. Yeah.
But essentially, the story is going to be about Akuro. That's the character's name. Or I might change it in the future, so it's not myself. But
him it's a cool name, though. I mean,
yeah, it's a cool. And I'm trying to. I'm living like my childhood, bro. But
nothing wrong with that, dude. Nothing.
Man. But essentially, it's about him. Like, you're seeing how powerful he is in these episodes, but when you actually see what the mages and these guys are capable of, he's in way over his head, and he has to build army. He has to find people that he can, build up to fight against this guy. But at the same time, it goes against him because they need strong people in order to fuel themselves. So it's going to be a thing where, like, when he kills people, he has to burn the bodies. He might have to make some really tough decisions. I want morality to be taken out of question, and I really want a message of the story to be about how do you define strength? Like, how do they? Because is strength like something physical? Is it something mental? Is it something like, how did they judge that? And I really want there to be like some huge power differences in kind of like I want it to be a good message at the end of the series, pretty much. And then I'm gonna have stuff.
That sounds fucking dope.
Yeah, man.
Like, honestly, like, because it sounds like there's like a whole, I mean, like, basically like sub theme kind of like layered underneath the story itself. There's like, there's the story ad nauseum, and then there's like, but what is this lessons that the story is teaching, right?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
it almost sounds like your protagonist is kind of like he's strong, but he's very well aware that he's like not the strongest in the world, and he knows that it's going to be like an uphill battle kind of deal. And that to me is really intriguing because, like, I always hate stories where like the protagonist is just like, a Giga Chad, pretty much, like, right?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Like, they can do cool things, but like at the end of the day, they're just, a person, one
exactly
cog in a machine or something, right?
Exactly. So he for now, like, you're seeing like him flying and doing all this fire stuff, but he believes he's very strong, right? But he's gonna get humbled very, very soon,
right?
And then that's the moment where he's gonna be like, okay, cool, like, this is a real threat, and I need to do something about this, right? And he's gonna have to make a lot of hard choices. In episode 2, there's a scene where there's a dragon that attacks the town. At some point I have to do this fucking dragon fight. I have no idea how I'm gonna execute it. I've got some green screen effects going on. I'll figure out.
I mean, you've got this planned out like almost all the way already. That's to me that's impressive already right there.
Random idea, but you might be able to pull something off if you heavily mod Skyrim VR. Actually, I mean, I know they're not quite, but like for dragons' sakes, because they already have like dragons that attack and shit in that game.
So I was thinking of that. Because in episode 2, there's when the town's being attacked, and there's a guy that jumps into the well. and he survives. You haven't found out, but he survives later on, and he's gonna end up being one of the characters that's gonna have his own series later on. So he actually plays a pivotal role.
Yeah.
But with the dragon fight, I've got some stuff. I've got some like little editing tricks I can do. But I was thinking, okay, cool. Like it would be good if I had the support of other games, for example, Skyrim, or there's another one that looks very similar to Blade and Sorcery, but it's just based around monster hunting. And then intertwining that. But I wasn't sure if like people are gonna be like, oh, but you're gonna be doing Blade and Sorcery content, like, you know, why you like. But at the end of the day, like for me,
but it's more about the story than it is
exactly.
The
I don't.
right?
To be honest, I don't really give a fuck. Like,
just do what you want, dude. Do
exactly.
what you
I'm
want.
trying. Like at the end of the day, if I'm putting the story together, it's making sense, it's entertaining. That's what matters to me. I always use as many games as I like. You know, I don't owe anyone anything in that sense. But what I do want to do is just make good, like high level quality content, and whatever tools I can use to kind of get me to that point. I'll definitely do it, especially if I Dragonfire my need some help.
Sure.
Yeah,
For sure,
dude. So fucking cool. And correct me if I'm wrong. You haven't really had like any like voice acting for the most part in most of your episodes so far, at least from what I've seen.
Not yet. I had so when I did the trailer for episode 4, that was the first bit of voice acting there. I've done some other takes for specific scenes that I haven't got to yet, but I will be including voice acting in the future. But I'm open to hear your ideas on this because at first I was thinking of doing so you know, like in mangas you have like the manga slices. So I was thinking of taking, like, let's say it gets to like a cutscene. I was thinking of doing like making it into like a manga. So it kind of like everything freeze frames. It goes into like specific comic shots and has dialogue. Do you get what I'm saying? And it's explaining it that way.
Oh, that's fucking badass, dude. That would be so cool.
Yeah,
you
so
could actually. I feel like that would actually be super simple to do because what's the fucking effect on Premiere that basically is it stylize? Where it just auto like white, it just turns it to like white and black. It basically makes it look like it's a white and black like drawn picture. It's a super simple effect. I think it like is one of the stock effects on Premiere. But yeah, that would
yeah, because it makes it almost like an interactive novel in a way, rather than just like there's some cutscenes that would be. Because the thing with me is like I really don't want to, because you know how goofy the Blade and Sorcery animations look in third person.
Yeah, for sure.
And I know that can be part of the charm when you're doing skits and stuff, but I just want my stuff to look as realistic as possible. So just doing screenshots of certain shots, I think would be a lot easier. Like I tried my hand.
Have you tried your full body tracking with it?
Yeah, I returned
like,
it.
Well, like I know full body tracking is like relatively bad in Blade and Sorcery, but if you're like standing still for the most part, it works better that way. And then
it does.
And I don't know if I know I put it on a tweet. I don't know if you saw it though. I like the OVR advanced settings thing. If you like change the height by negative 0.05 or whatever, it brings your feet off a little bit so you're not fucking colliding with it. That's the one thing I hate about Blade and Sorcery, honestly, is the collision with the feet when you're using full body tracking, because every time you can move like a literal foot, 1 foot in game, and you're fucking, it sounds like your foot is just clashing into a goddamn table. Like
he just stubbed his toe.
It's fucking annoying.
To your point, all right, so I have an Oculus Quest 2, right? So that in itself was £300.
Fair.
With Blade and Sorcery, full body tracking works okay, right, when you get the tracking correct, and which was like a whole fucking mission in itself. Right. But to get the kit that, you know, the 3 Vive trackers, the 2 base stations, the what's it, the straps,
the belts, and
the USB dongles, so you have enough USBs in your motherboard and all that shit. Bro, all that shit ran me like £800. And I was like,
and you got 3.0s,
right? £800 is worth more than American dollars, which means that was probably about 900 or so for us.
Like more like $1,000 probably.
Yeah,
more like $1,000 probably.
Almost $1,000.
Yeah, so if I'm spending that kind of money, you better work perfectly. Do you get what I'm saying?
Right.
And it just wasn't. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna send that back. Cambria's around the corner. Hopefully that has full body tracking in an update or something.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I had to return, unfortunately. But for VR chat, it works great. It was really fun to VR chat. But not for £800, unfortunately.
Yeah, not £800.
I just got the regular 2.0s. I ordered Tundra trackers too. So I'm like, I'm hyped for that.
Oh, you managed to get a handle
So
on
I'm gonna use the Tundra trackers, and if it works out well, I might use all 6. Just have
I'll
6-point
so
tracking.
You
That
could.
would
I
be
mean,
so
that's
good.
that would look really nice. I
Yeah.
mean,
Does Tundra need base stations?
Yes.
yeah, I think it
Which one's the
goes
one that doesn't
horizontal.
need base stations? Isn't there one that doesn't need base stations?
I don't
I
think any of
know.
them do.
I think Slime VR.
Mm,
Slime doesn't need base stations. It just works off of a camera, basically.
Is it? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, then
Yeah, you
again,
guys-
Slime,
Yeah,
Slime
you
is open
need,
source
You
too.
just need a camera, and then you just need like sensors for it to pick up.
It's
Yeah.
open source project too. So
Yeah, yeah.
Have you guys seen the Project Cambria and like how the development of that is going?
I'm not gonna buy it. So I'm
Honestly, I haven't seen a whole lot lately on it, but I haven't really been paying attention to it for the most part.
Yeah.
Just because I've been so busy outside of content creation with like work and stuff that I just really haven't had the attention span to like pay attention to VR news that much anymore.
Yeah, I hear you guys.
Because I'm like
For me, I'm very
in
keen
the
on.
middle of setting up a business right now, and it's just a huge fucking pain in the ass.
Oh, nice!
And
Congrats with that. What's
yeah,
that?
thank you.
What's that going to be around?
Social media marketing. So
Nice.
he knows about it. He might
I'm
actually
special.
he might actually be participating in it. I might
Yeah.
be hiring him, but basically, so like what I'm doing right now for Grimlord, I don't know if you know about my work with them, but basically I just manage their social media presence. I run their TikTok, make promotional videos about the game or whatever. I'll just
Nice.
basically be doing that, but on like a bigger scale.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
It's
cool.
just
Like,
it's a huge fucking pain in the dick. I mean, I don't know what it's like in the UK, but like here there's so much bureaucratic fucking red tape to getting like a business registered and shit. Dude, it is fucking beyond
I
nightmarish.
think it's pretty straightforward over here, but yeah, maybe in the US it's a lot more tedious. I know what it's like just having to, because obviously I imagine like this is what you guys want to do full time, right, in the future.
Yeah,
Like, don't really
Mm,
want to do
content
that.
creation,
So
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
yeah, same for me. So I'm working sales. I just got a new sales role recently, and I've been really happy there. Outside of I train MMA, I've been boxing for maybe like 4 years. I started taking up MMA like a year ago, so I've got a
Hell
couple
yeah.
fights I want to prepare for.
Yeah.
So yeah, fighting is like a really big part of my life, and like if I go to training, like my evening's gone. Do you get what I'm saying? And I normally train like
Right.
maybe 4 times a week,
It
and
is so
yeah.
fucking physically exhausting. It is
Yeah, I'm
beyond.
putting in yeah,
The,
putting in like
I
10 sessions, maybe like 4 hours a day. So like getting VR content out is like I can imagine how hard it is for sure.
yeah.
That's
I
tough.
mean, I took some MMA classes for like, I don't know, maybe 6 months, 9 months. It wasn't even like a year, like a long time ago, back when I was like 19 or something. Cause I was going to like a lot of shows and stuff, like in like really grungy parts of downtown Cleveland and shit. So I was like, I think I'd like to at least know how to like handle myself if I'm put in a situation where I gotta like, life or death some shit.
Mm.
And dude, it gave me such a newfound respect for like fighters, boxers, like anyone who does martial arts, because it
Mm.
is so unbelievably physically taxing. Like it is
Mm.
I think that was probably the best shape I've ever been in my life. Like I actually had like a 6-pack for the first time in my life.
Yeah, it's exhausting, bro. I mean it's fun. Like
It's hella fun. It is so
I
much
can't
fun.
see me like I can't do VR without doing my fight and stuff as well. Like
Yeah.
it keeps me so like mentally checked, just being on top of the fitness. And I think people really underestimate how important, obviously you don't have to like go to the fighting conditioning, but just
Sure,
going to
yeah.
the gym once or twice a week, right? Like
Yeah.
keeping some kind of like relatively balanced diet. These kind of things are really important as creators because we're very passionate about our work, and you get those days where like you literally don't even want to go for a shit because you're just so you're
Yeah.
so involved in like what you're
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah.
And finding that balance can be like super difficult.
It
Yep.
definitely is.
Trying to get organized, but it is really important because having that balance, it helps you bring more to your work.
I'm
not
still
negative
trying to
stuff.
find my balance.
Yeah,
Me too,
I am
man.
struggling so
Dude.
hard to find my balance,
Oh
bro.
my God,
I just
bro, me too.
I got a full-time job. I got the podcast. I used to do 2 videos a week on my main channel. I'm down to 1. And then I got my TikTok, and then I'm behind on the Compel reality to TikTok. but like I'm still have to like get the clips and stuff, and I still need like the full videos, especially with the new computer and shit. But then I got like a whole bunch of other plethora of fucking shit that actually makes me want to put my dick in a blender. Because I'm like, bro, too much workload. Fuck off. Like, it's a pain in the ass, man.
You get those days where you're just in bed and you're just like, I just want to fuck. Can I just stop doing everything? Can I just do this?
Yeah, dude, for real, man.
Can I just like hop on my computer and just like play games for a little bit? Yeah.
Can I just do content creation, dude? Can I just do content creation?
I literally, I feel guilty, like, unless I'm playing something with some friends. I play stuff more for like relational reasons, like, okay, cool, get to know these guys a bit more, let me have some fun. But if I've hopped on like, sorry, I'm meditating again. If I hopped on my headset and I'm doing anything else other than recording, I just feel so guilty. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes, 100%.
Not
I
in the game,
understand
that shit's just glitched out.
You're in the game,
and
you're
then there's
just
like a
meditating.
Yeah, you're just meditating.
Okay, I might need to restart this.
Oh, we can still talk, and then if you
dude, there was like a point where like I almost like fucking had a meltdown. I remember messaging you about it, not quite a meltdown, but I was like, dude, I felt like depressed because every time I got into VR, okay, goodbye.
Coming back. It's coming back.
He's still there though. Every time I got into VR, it was to record something or do something work related, and it made me feel really sad because I was like, dude, like I love VR. Like I want to play VR because I want to play VR. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to feel like I have to or I'm obligated to get into VR. And granted, it was a temporary feeling. Like it didn't last that long, but it was still like kind of depressing nonetheless.
Right.
Because
yeah, for sure. Like, I find, well, guys, I'm just invisible, but I'm joining back. So sorry, but yeah, I find that it's the same with me as well. Like, if I'm on VR and I'm not recording, I just fuck this, I'm gonna use virtual desktop. I just feel guilty. I'm like, I could be recording right now. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, why am I
could be getting something done.
this? Yeah, exactly.
I could be getting content right now, basically. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's why I record everything. I record. I record.
Yeah, you do. You just record fucking everything, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's the blessing with
a big ass fucking hard drive.
The blessing. It's having your content based around your experiences within games. You're learning about that and you're talking about that. That's good, because then when I was doing videos like that, I could play, have my fun as well, and then I could still make some productivity out of that time. Do you get what I'm saying? But I don't make that kind of content, so it's really hard for me to like.
Yeah, I get it. I get it for sure. I just I just record everything in general though. Like even if like I don't think I'm gonna use it, I still record it. In case like I want to make it to like a TikTok or short or whatever. Because there's been times where I don't want to use that particular content for a full video, and I'll just make a short out of it. A good example is like I joined in with Panda when they introduced Fizzbones, I think, to vrchat. Yes, Fizzbones. The dynamic bones, where like you could what was it, grab stuff, and you can like for example, I could grab my hoodie strings if I want to.
Yep.
And then when they introduced that, I just recorded it in case I wanted to make a full video out of it, but I just made shorts out of it because I was just like there was no real content to be made with it on my end. Yep. Panda had a reason. He was like that entire thing was his subject, unlike mine.
For the video.
Yeah, unlike my thing that I was doing. So I'm not.
Oh.
So whatever. Huh?
Do you need
VR chat? Even on that topic of interactivity, like that shit. I remember the first time I joined. The first time I joined VR chat was really fucking creepy. I went in and there was these two anime kids just whispering in some hotel and making out.
There's some weird folk in this bitch. That's fun.
That's cut out. But then when I played with you guys, it was like a lot of fun.
Some of the strangest people I have ever met. And actually, some of the strangest, but also some of the coolest I've ever met in VR chat.
Alright, I am back.
I sent you an invite.
Cool.
Dude, I was like just on my friends list, and okay, there he is.
I got him. I had it all the whole entire time. So.
Yeah, but bro, I was seeing some like wild shit like this. Just had like strip clubs and all this shit. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I know. I keep saying Bong Rips. I mean, it's his name. It was his name. Rips Actual. He openly admitted that he went to like strip clubs and VRChat. So he's a cool dude. I love that man. I love Rips.
I love Rips. He is the homie for real.
I think you met him. You were there. You were there. He was the one with the tail and the Dale Earnhardt fucking back tattoo.
Jack, yeah. Dale Earnhardt tattooed on his back. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Like, imagine like VR chat, but with I mean, fuck VR chat with all VAC stuff, but imagine I don't know, like a VR chat type game, but with like Last of Us 2 graphics and interactivity, and then we got full body tracking. We got that, like, bro, we're literally just like
that's kind of like Helios a little bit. The graphics on Helios are
well, because it's made on Unreal.
Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah,
they're really good. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, the text here, like, yo, they're using that's a lot. That's the thing people don't understand. Like, VR isn't just for gaming. They use it to train people fighting fighter jets. They're using it to train doctors in Nigeria. They're using it to help kids with autism. They use it for so many stuff. It's going to be used for remote working. It's like the metaverse is essentially the 3D version of the internet. Like, that's the future. There's so much technology already in it. Like, we have haptic gloves that have exoskeletons where if I touch this laptop or this chair, it can simulate a shape and transfer those materials over. Obviously not to like a realistic point, but let's say like that. The haptic vest is something similar like that, right?
Yeah.
And we already got eye tracking, mouth tracking, the Pimax 12K, whether that's actually real or not. Has centimeters. You know, so if you're in a game, it can give off certain smells. That sounds crazy. I don't know how you're gonna do that. We're gonna do like some fucking scented flowers on my headset.
Basically, like smell-o-vision, makeshift smell-o-vision or something.
So imagine with the smelling thing, going to Half-Life Alyx and going by the fucking garbage dumps and the zombies. Can you imagine how putrid that would be?
Oh god!
I'll just go to VR chat, just sniff everyone's ass and just like.
Fucking dog.
That's like peak immersion though. Like don't get me wrong, I got a sensitive stomach when it comes to like smells and stuff, but like if somebody told me that I could have like the most immersive possible VR experience and it would include being able to touch, feel, see, hear, smell everything around me, I'd be like, yeah, fucking sign me up.
Yeah,
like I don't care if there's gonna be weird smells, like it's gonna be realistic. Like it's the same reason, like, all right, Demo, if someone asked you to put on an OO shirt, right, and then get shot in VR, would you do it?
Also OO shirt.
It's the electroshock stimulation shirt.
Oh yeah, hell
simulates pain and stuff.
Yeah,
like exactly, you would, because like that's what we want. We want the immersion. And hang on, my phone's fucking ringing.
Well, you also have to think though, like if you get the OO shirt, right, like everyone reacts differently to electricity, so that's one thing you have to be wary of, is in terms of that product specifically. So like, sure. I mean, obviously you could go with the safer options and get like B-haptics or whatever, right? I mean, obviously you can't feel the pain, but I mean, you could still get that sensation. And honestly, I prefer B-haptics because I got two vests, right? I got the Woodger vest and I got the B-haptics. I love them both. Woodger for audio, B-haptics for like sense of immersion.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really. It's not like you have to feel the pain directly. It's more just like having those slight touches just makes things like just
being
so
immersed into the game.
I haven't got a PS5, but I love what they're doing with the triggers.
On the PSVR too.
Triggers, like I'd love a VR controller to have that.
Yeah, I agree.
Dude, the PSVR 2 headset, honestly, genuinely looks like to be one of the most technologically advanced VR headsets to ever come out, like at a consumer level in any case.
It's a shame that's wired though.
Because like it's got haptic feedback motors in both the headset itself and the controllers and the trigger mechanisms, like you said. It's got eye tracking. It has smart rendered eye tracking. I don't know if you know what that is.
No.
So it's basically like, you know how the Quest 2 has foveated rendering on the lenses?
Yeah.
It'll basically do that, but in reaction to where your eyes are looking.
Oh, that'll be
It'll
so
track
much
your
better.
eyes,
Wow.
and then it'll do the foveated rendering based on, it can actually see if you're like looking at something that's closer to your face, it'll render less heavy so that you can see it closer to your face better.
Man,
And then if it's
yeah.
further away, based on your pupils, the dilation of your pupils, it'll then foveated rendering like more strongly so that you can see something further away better.
Yeah, because with Oculus, it's like you kind of have to like keep your eye in the sweet spot, right? And
Right. Yeah, and if
track
it's
it out,
like
right?
sitting at like a weird position, like the whole screen's just blurry and it looks weird. Yeah. But yeah, it just such a genuinely fucking impressive headset. I'm
Piece
really
of
interested. It kind of makes me like be like, I really want to get a PS5 now just to fucking get a PSVR 2.
I
But
can't. I can't.
I
dude.
know.
The expenses for it, dude. It's like,
I know, dude.
I've already spent
that-
like 4K with like not 4K, but like roughly 3K for like my computer, and then I got trackers coming in, and I got a whole bunch of other VR shit coming. I'm like, dude, I can't afford a console. So what?
Is that why Cambria is not really on your list to like pick up?
I just don't have any, because they're aiming for what, businesses, not really businesses, but like more. They're not aiming for like gaming. They're not aiming for gaming. Yeah. So I'm just not focused on that. And plus, it's like what, 1,000 to 1,500. I'm good, bro.
I don't know. I
I'm good.
think based on, for me, the selling point is, so I saw that they could do full body tracking with the controllers because they have cameras in the controllers, and they had a demo for it as well. Yeah. And they have eye tracking, they have all the stuff that you mentioned apart from like the adapter triggers and whatnot. And you know, if I'm willing to put down £800 on just the tracking itself, that was really poorly calibrated for me. I'm more than happy to put down that extra money. Like, I'll sell my Oculus now that's been unmarked. I can get my money back for that if I sell it. And then if I get a headset in it, if it's a reasonable price and I have the eye tracking, I have the full body tracking, I have the better graphics, like it's a buy for me. I think a lot of I think the biggest headsets we'll see is definitely coming out next year. I think Index 2 will probably be announced, and
Deckard.
we'll get a better look at that.
Deckard, please, God, Valve, Deckard, give it
Danny
to me.
Newell, we need the Deckard.
What's the Deckard, bro?
It's
basically about the Index 2.
Yeah, it's basically gonna there. So there have been leaks from, sadly, it's Bradley about it. I don't know if you follow him on Twitter, but Bradley is a god in terms of finding these leaks.
Yes.
Nice.
But he's found like wireless stuff for it, and it's the designs and stuff like that, and everyone's hyped for the Deckard because mainly I think I'm hyped for Deckard because Bradley has been posting it. So he's awesome.
It's gonna. I mean, there's no like surefire
right,
like
it's not
specifications or anything out. Most of them have been like design patents and shit, which means they may not make it to the final version of the headset. But from the looks of things right now, it looks like it's probably going to be some kind of wireless / you can tether it PC VR experience with like eye tracking, face tracking, mouth tracking, then all the next gen shit, which I think is where we need to be going. I think
100%.
Agreed.
I think people want the next level of immersion, and like the next gen headsets have to deliver that, or I don't think we're really moving forward.
I mean, speaking of, I saw something to do with Valve getting a wireless data, the Index.
The
Index might have a wireless adapter.
Yeah, I forgot the name
of
it.
The
Nobio? Something like that.
Yeah, Nobio Kenobio or something like that.
Obi-Wan
Kenobi! Kenobi!
Yeah, I've been, like, cause the Index been on my eye, but it's just like the wired shit.
Yeah, I completely understand it. Like I'm using my Index right now, but like I want to go back to my Quest every now and again just for that wirelessness.
Yeah,
sure.
I mean,
I just can't get over. I do love my Quest 2. I'm not in any way knocking on Quest 2s. I mean, they have their issues, but they're very easily solvable. I love my Quest 2. I love the wireless sensation of it, but there's just something about the way the index feels on your head. The audio is so
Yeah,
the
no, it's better.
audio,
All that
dude.
stuff
audio is just chef's kiss. I mean,
Oh god, guys, please. I don't
and
wanna
the
spend another $1,000.
microphone that is built into this thing is so just fucking
It
crispy.
sounds like a dynamic microphone,
and it looks good. Like it still looks just as good as the Quest 2. And like I'm just like
Nah, better.
I've got the Kiwi pulley system, so most of the time I can't even tell the fucking wire is there anyway. So I'm just like, I already got it all set. I'm just gonna go with the index. It's also,
I don't want to spend
I
more money.
always fucking have issues setting up my cable link or my Air Link with my Quest 2 every fucking time.
Oh yeah, that shit, bro. You're seeing me right now. I keep fucking turning into Gandhi.
Yeah, like it just
Pisses me
runs
off.
like dog shit.
Yeah. Nah, like that's the index controller, the display, everything about it's great. It's quite expensive, but I feel
it's just the wire that really sucks.
Yeah.
That's
And-
literally
and you know,
And the controllers.
considering the
controllers are-
game I play the most, wireless is like key. You know, I can't be
exactly with Blade and Sorcery. I can't even imagine doing all those like.
No, yeah, that would be impossible.
Like you actually roll in some of your videos, so I'm like, I can't imagine doing that. Can you imagine a almost 300-pound man barrel rolling with a fucking cord? And then that bitch would yank the fucking PC and break that son of a bitch.
Someone would just walk in my house and just see me just tangled up to the ceiling.
He's just Spider-Man. He's like, how do I shot web?
Yeah, nah, I really be doing the most for some of these videos, man.
Yeah, dude, do you actually do fucking actual backflips and shit?
No.
Okay, all right. I figured you probably found some clever way to
Yeah. I had the idea to get it's gonna sound crazy, but I had the idea to put a mattress on my living room floor and then get a small trampoline.
That don't sound crazy. Fucking Chris Crits Reality does that shit all the time.
Yeah,
he does that all the time.
Yeah, no, I kind of. Oh no, actually, yeah, my friend told me. I think my friend told me about that. Yeah, I want to do that kind of stuff. Yeah, but I try to get in advanced movements in Blade and Sorcery. I think is what stuff that really catches people because you're kind of used to just kind of walking around, jumping, but we see guys sliding over tables and doing front flips and stuff like that. It looks really cool. So
maybe you can, I mean, obviously, I don't know what you can do to the structure integrity of where you live at, right? But maybe you can get those theater grade threads, right? Where you can do flips when you're wearing a belt or something. You know?
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. That's how they
the stunt doubles do that shit. They wear something like a chassis or something, and they can just fucking roll in place or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, and then they just edit out the bits.
Yeah, the chords. I mean, obviously, it wouldn't matter with this because it'd be all in VR. But it's a.
That just gave me another thought. What if you found? What if you found a warehouse or something that you could do it in? Someplace that would give you the space and plenty, where you could actually physically run and move around and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Luckily enough, my living room is pretty big, but the reason I wouldn't bother with that stuff is because I don't have full body tracking. So what happens is if I turn my head around too much, it just clips into my body.
Yeah.
Right? It's taking some practice. Now I can do it pretty easily, but when I was trying to get those flips, I think the first time I did a flip was in Wolf of Mothergrave, and it just kind of came out, and I was like, oh shit, that looks sick. I'm gonna do that again. I'm gonna do that many more times. Yeah, but then when I tried it with a full body tracking, it was harder. There was certain stuff that was harder to do in full body tracking than it was in just the normal HMD. But there was also more stuff I could do. For example, when I was messing around with a clip, I was doing wall running. Right, I was doing wall running. I was doing kicks off the wall, things like that. So
sorry, my dog's
kind of
on the speaker right now.
Oh yeah, I got my cat here just chilling as well. But there's pros and cons to both. That's why I just really need a headset that allows me to very easily switch between the two, and then I can but to have the vibe trackers and set everything up just to do one movement and then take it off as well.
If you did get the tracking though, that would be a very good idea though, to get those chassis and then put it, like centerize it in your room, right? So you could like and have it obviously at a height where you could do a flip without injuring yourself. And I think that would be sick. Can you imagine?
That'd be insanely fucking bad.
Yo, I'm gonna do like, trust me, I'm gonna do the most. Like when probably not in this apartment, but next apartment I get, I'd want like a whole studio just for VR.
Right.
And then I'll just set up the craziest shit.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine someone T-posing upside down?
Like Mary Jenkins.
Yeah. And just sliding across the earth, T-posing with your head on the floor.
Yeah. Fuck's sake. I don't want to meditate right now.
No, you're good.
I'm already zen, bro.
Farewell, my friend.
We're getting pretty close to the end anyway. I think we should probably wrap it.
Jesus Christ. Well, let me at least
yeah, we'll wait for you to come back in. We'll do a cut here if anything.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And we'll take a picture for the thumbnail too.
Hi, Diesel boy. How you doing?
Let me restart.
Should I? Actually, I think I deleted it. Never mind.
Why do you always sound like you have asthma, bro?
Oh, I don't have it deleted. Should I use this?
What?
Can I? Oh, I know. This. Whee! I don't really like this.
No! Oh, fuck.
I like that
actually
working. Diesel. I like
you
that
said
avatar.
what? You do?
I like that avatar, yeah.
My emo ass looking Ready Player Me avatar.
I don't think it looks emo. It looks more like
cyberpunk.
Yeah.
So have you guys oh fuck, this is annoying. Yeah. Have you guys monetized your channels?
Mine, our main channels are monetized, yes.
Nice. Yeah,
it's 1,000 subs and 4,000 hour watch time is the minimum, I believe.
Yeah.
I'm getting close to the I think let me actually get back onto the channel. Just coming back. I'll see what I want to say.
I'm gonna switch since I already started with the other one.
I mean, you might as well switch back. Yeah.
Cool.
Have you gotten your other avatar yet?
So Frob said something's going on with her computer, so they can't exactly do it right now. I'm gonna talk to her again to see if it's if she picked it back up.
Gotcha.
I'm very patient with it, and the stuff she sent with it before, I'm confident it'll look fucking dope. So I'm not gonna push her.
Yeah.
Don't put your cock in my face, bro.
Don't threaten him with a good time. He look. Let me tell you,
bro. Create like a thumbnail where I'm
dick, he just starts sucking, like no questions asked. He's cocked. He sucked it.
Should we do a thumbnail when I'm beating the shit out of someone and like be making to? We'll just title it podcast Demo Akuro gets angry, decides to
Blade and Sorcery God kills Soul PC
with his gentleman sausage.
Yeah, but I was gonna say that the growth just over the last 2 weeks has just been like really insane. I'm just like it's every day I'm just waking up so excited to this. Yeah, it motivates me because sorry?
It's well deserved.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, I appreciate it.
100% deserved. In fact, I would say you deserve way more attention than you actually have currently. But
I appreciate it, man. I'm patient about things. I think I'm just enjoying myself. The more kind of like support I get, the more I want to over deliver because I just want to keep like It's kind of like I feel so appreciative of everything that I'm like these guys deserve better. Like they deserve more. They deserve like cooler stuff. Like what do you want to see? This, that, and the other. I just want to just thank everyone that's watching me, everyone supporting me, retweeting my stuff. Big love. I really appreciate it. And I've got everyone else's back as well. Like this community has been by far like just the sickest group I've ever been a part of. You know,
so it really is. It can't be overstated enough. I don't think.
Man. Yeah, and I know, like we're the infancy of the VR, right? So we're kind of building the foundation, building the groundwork. Like one thing I really love in YouTube days is like you had your PewDiePies, you had your Markipliers, KSI. Right. Those guys were all like the early adopters of the scene, and I kind of I see this community like you know Genghis, you, Gramsci, other people I can't think of names right now, but like I see that.
I mean, there was a plethora of people that went on that event, so I don't blame you for not remembering them.
Virtual Panda, just everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone knows who I'm talking about. Like, you know what I'm talking about.
17 plus people.
Even more than that, I just the people that didn't even show up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Atom Bomb Body, like everyone. I just see like that group of people and more being the kind of the first generation of like the YouTube wave for VR. And yeah, it's just
like
really
this is like the trailblazers right here. We're like leading the charge. You know, I know that sounds kind. I guess in theory, you could probably argue that like OGs like you know like Thrill and like Get Hip and like Chris Quits Reality, you know,
Viper.
like a lot of the like Viper, a lot of the older VR YouTubers were probably like the actual first.
Yeah, you can say that.
Yeah, but like as far as like I feel like the current generation is like they're taking things to the next level, you know. It's not just like VR news or just like, you know, skits or stuff like that. There's like all kinds of just amazing content that people are pushing out right now, and that's like the stuff we need to like. That's the next gen of VR right there. You know?
Yeah, man. I'm seeing everything. I'm seeing like the kind of content people are getting into. I see Matteo has been getting into Dragon Fist and stuff.
Yeah. Matteo 311.
Yeah. Shout out, homie.
Yeah, him punching that was
dude, splitting his hand open. Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to him. I'm gonna talk to him, see if he can get on here.
Dude,
that'll be cool.
Because I've talked to him.
Dude, he's been doing this for fucking like 8 years, bro.
He's got great content, man. He's got great content.
Dude, I don't know how he doesn't have more subscribers. He's literally been doing this for like 8 years, and he's never broken like 40.
That's how you know he's gonna make it, because my guy's consistent. You know, he's putting in the work. He's getting better.
Yeah.
You know,
totally underrated. That dude deserves way more credit than he gets.
Yeah, so I mean, you can think back at like so many points of your life, I'm sure, where like you just wouldn't have expected yourself to be in this position that you are now. So just imagine like another like 3-4 years from now, like where things could be VR wise, tech wise, opportunity wise, and the
having fun there, Diesel.
the rate of ideas will just like vamp up because of the tech, you know, and the games coming out. Like Bone Labs, for example, looks great. So much stuff, man. I'm excited. Very, very excited.
Yeah, same, man. The future of VR looks so fucking bright. I'm so excited to see like what happens over the next couple of years, especially. But like in the next 5-10, dude, like I really feel like there was a point you made earlier where you were like, it's not just video games, it's not just, you know, entertainment. There's so many fucking uses for VR that really have the potential to, I think, shape the world as we know it in the future, right? Like you look at like how many uses it has outside of gaming or entertainment. You know, it trains first responders. It can train doctors on how to do literally like fucking brain surgery and heart surgery and shit. You know, it can help rehabilitate people who have had strokes. Like it's actually insane. This is all out there. You can Google this stuff and look it up for yourself. There's entire case studies about it. It's really,
for sure.
It's really next level. Like I think virtual reality, maybe not even just VR, like XR in general, extended reality, AR, just like this whole next gen of technology, I think is going to completely change the world. It's like it's going to be like the internet 2.0. Like, you know, back in the 1980s when it was first becoming commercially available, people didn't realize what it was. They didn't realize that it was going to change the world. But can you imagine the world without the internet now?
Yeah, you hit on no. It's a 2.0. That's it for sure. I mean, shout out to Liv as well. See what they're trying to do, like the mixed reality.
Liv is really like leading the charge on a lot of stuff, like, in my opinion.
They're putting the creators right in front and like developing some really awesome.
Speaking of which,
no, not yet. Shut up.
Okay.
Shut up.
We'll tell you about it afterwards.
Yeah.
Well, he'll tell you about it.
Cut it out.
Afterward.
You better cut it.
Hey, my lips are sealed.
It's not official. Anyway, Liv is fucking amazing. All right. Content creators, honestly though, on a real note, content creators should really use Liv a lot more than what it like.
For sure.
It's a
I
very
honestly would use it more if my computer.
Yeah, it's a very underrated tool. Oh yeah, I completely get it. It's a very
I
underrated
discovered
tool,
it recently.
Really?
I discovered it through yeah, no, bro. Like I started making videos probably like 2 months ago. You know, so a lot of this is like really new to me because
Relatively
I
new,
made my
yeah.
first videos like maybe 8 months ago, but like actually uploading consistently was 2 months ago, meeting everyone. So I'm getting my head around who the YouTubers are.
My man's just smacked his microphone off his headset.
Just smacks me right in the testicle.
Rip Demo's children. Rip Demo's future children.
Yeah, nah, they're gone, bro. Yeah, what the fuck was I saying before I got attacked?
You got introduced to Liv?
Yeah. So I've met everyone. I'm kind of seeing everything, and then Atom Bomb Body. I checked out. When I was trying to set up my full body track, and I was watching a video, and then I saw that she worked for Liv. And then that's how I discovered Liv and like looked at their Twitter and I was like, oh, this is really cool. And I saw they had some like camera utilities.
Yes.
As well. So that's
they have a plethora of utilities for content creators, but again, it's fairly underrated for what they do.
Yeah,
it's definitely
criminally underrated.
Like, I mean, you look at it's such a simple thing, right? But like, you look at like their integration with Veil and what they do when you pull the gun up to your face, it auto zooms in on your sights. Like that is such it's so simple, but it's such an underrated feature. Like, and it kind of makes it more like, I guess, I don't know, Call of Duty-esque, you know how like when you zoom,
it makes it more entertaining. It makes it more entertaining.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, bro, like esports, when esports becomes like mainstream for VR, Liv's gonna be at the front of it. Liv will be at the front.
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah, it absolutely will.
To make a lot of money.
Oh, dude, I
feel like
I honestly really just want to keep talking.
Yeah,
I feel like we.
I want to as well, but I have stuff to do.
You know what that means, though, right?
I'm having so much fun.
It means we gotta have you back.
We gotta have you again, bro.
Yeah, exactly. I was literally about to say we're gonna do round 2 in the future. Double up.
I'm gonna say something off the podcast on potential setup in terms of you coming back again. So I'm gonna save it for after to see if you're down with it. But
sweet, bro. Sounds good.
But so okay, you want to shout anything out before we hop off here? You want to shout any socials, anything? So shout it out, and then we'll put in the description everything as well.
Yep. Shout out my mom. I love her.
It's so fucking wholesome. Why do we have such wholesome, amazing people on here?
Nah, fuck that. Nah, I'm joking. I love you, man. I got so shout out my Twitter. Everything, all my handles is Demo Akuro VR. I upload primarily on YouTube, TikTok, Twitter. And just follow me on there. I'll be uploading a lot more like cinematic content in the future. And if you want to get some suggestions or make some like, movie scripts and want me to take a look at it and do some stuff with it as well, I'll be more than happy to do that. And thank you guys for having me on the podcast.
Of course, bro.
Thanks for coming on, bro.
Thanks for coming.
Fucking amazing conversation. Had such a good time hanging out with you, bro.
Yeah, for sure, man. It's been good. And shout out my mom.
Okay, so if you
about your mama,
right.
I've actually got
always shout out your mom.
I've got something to confess. She actually makes the videos. It's not me.
Hey yo, plot twist.
She's behind the scenes.
Behind the man. She's the woman behind the man.
I'm legit just doing the social media, bro. She's doing all the action, man.
She's the one slicing and dicing and shit.
Yeah. She's actually the fucking like murder professional.
When I do the flips, I just give it to her real quick. Bang.
Okay. So if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit the like button and make sure you subscribe to if you're new here and you like what you hear, listen, whatever you want to do. Hit the bell as well if you want to see more of this. We upload once a week on Tuesdays at noon EST.
Noon EST.
And then comment if you have anything to partake or give input on. Comment down below. Do you like his stuff? Do you like any of the topics we had? Comment down below.
Big dumb stupid doo-doo head.
Leave it in the comments. Do they like my stuff?
You're our second UK guest.
You better like my stuff or else I'll beat the
Yeah,
shit.
he's only our second Brit.
Yeah.
Oh shit, who else have you had?
Get hip.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true that. Yeah.
But
South London, baby.
yeah. So Yeah, and if you're on Spotify, make sure you download and save the podcast. Rate us there as well, and Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, whatever you want to do all those things. And I think that's it. Discord, if you want to be in the Discord, there's a link down below. I'm going to be updating the link tree soon to have the Discord on there, so you can just join it that way. So yeah, so thanks for coming.
Cool shit going on there. You can just hang out, shit post, do some memes,
do whatever.
Got, you can talk about D&D, all kinds of shit you can do on there.
Sick.
All right, well,
sweet.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming on again, man. You're welcome back anytime. And
bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.